Okay, hello all. In this video, we will talk something about the strategy that used in the figure 喺個圖上面。We have some benchmark strategy, decomposition, recomposition strategy, and measuring groups of objects and using formula, so that you can use this method to do the estimation for some figures 圖像。And in the last two videos, we talked something about that we will do the estimation for numbers and for calculation, but not for figures. So in this video, we will talk something about to do the estimation for figures. So let's look at question 1. Choose the most appropriate benchmark. Benchmark in Chinese is called 量度指標。That means you can measure it this one later, but you can use this one to measure the other things. For example, footstep, you will use your length of the shoe because you can measure the length of shoe to find out something that there's something big. For example, the playground, the area of the playground, even the area of your feet. So that this is the footstep 腳步 and the length of a cow 繩嘅長度 length of a table 台嘅長度 and finally the length of a rubber so this one is called 擦紙膠嘅長度 so which one you will choose for these things? Okay, now for A, the width of a room.一間房嘅闊度 In case, in this question, you can use A or B. Because table is too big for you to measure, because it's not easy for you to move something from the left or to the right. So I will not use the length of the table. And also we will not use the length of a rubber because it's a little bit small. So we will choose A or B. Because of footstep, you can walk from a side to the other way so that you can find out the answer by your footsteps, or you can use the length of a towel that you can use the length of the sometimes it be a circle so that you can measure easily. For part B, the length of a tennis court. Okay, this one obviously the only one I can choose is A. We will not use the length of because the length of a tennis court is so big, so we will use something that the benchmark is big as enough. So B and D is not big enough, so we will not choose B and not choose D. But for A and C, I cannot move a table to the tennis court, right? So we will never use C for it. So it's not easy for you to measure, so we will not use C here. Okay, now C, the thickness of a mobile phone. Thickness in Chinese is called 厚度, okay, not the length. So this time I will use D, the length of rubber, because the thickness of a mobile phone is a little bit less than 1 cm. So I will choose something that is close to 1 cm. That means that I find something that is as small as possible. So the length of a rubber, I think that is small enough. So I will choose this one as the answer for part C. Okay, now finally, for the part D, the distance between two tables in a restaurant. 兩張台中間嘅距離. So obviously we will see because I always have a table here. So why don't we continue to use the table to solve the problem? Okay, now for part D, we are going to use some benchmark as a question. Okay, now let's look at the question with the benchmark. In the figure, the water level in the glass is 7 cm. Okay, this one is called the benchmark 量度指標. Here is 7 cm. Okay, this one is 7 cm. Estimate the height of the glass. That means the whole the height. That means the whole length of here is the glass. So you will see this one. If I choose 7, I think that is double it. So that means it's about 2 times of it. So I think the estimate height of the glass is 2 times 7. So this is, I think, is 14 cm. So this is the answer for question 7. Okay, now question 2, not question 7. I'm sorry about that. So I will give you 10 seconds to understand this question. Okay, and then we will go to question 3. You know, in the figure, the diameter of a tie, of a toy car is 2 cm. This is 2 cm. I want you to find the height of it. So obviously, this time the tie, this is 2 meter, and that means this one is also 2, this is 2 cm, so this one is also 2 cm. So you can look at this. This is for 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. It's about 3 times of the tie. So you can have the answer is the height, the estimated height. I can say is 3 times 2 cm. So this is about 6 cm, I think. The answer for this one is 6 cm. Okay, so this one is called the benchmark method. So you will have something and then you count it. This is for question 3. Okay, now I will do the question 4 for you. This one is another way. It's called the decomposition and recomposition method. When you hear some methods, it's a little bit long, but it's not difficult for you to understand. In case, because we have shelf, we have 4 shelves, and I want to count all the number of books, but sometimes it's so stupid because every time we count all these books is so wasting time. So why don't we count one of them and times 4? So this one is called the decomposition and recomposition. Decomposition means that I will choose one of them and count, and recomposition we times 4 together so that we could get this estimated number of the book. So let's count the first shelf. So the estimated number of book in the shelf, books on the shelf. Let's count one of it. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books. So this is 13 times 4. So this I think is about 52 books about it. This is okay. Someone may count 56 books, even 60. So that's okay because it depends on which bookshelf you choose. But both of them, I will think that this is correct. The only way is that it times 4. Okay? So this one is the question 4 answer. And then I'll give you 30 seconds. Why don't you do the question 5 by yourself first? What are the total numbers of the umbrellas, okay, in these 6 sections? Okay, now let's count it. For example, I choose this one. It's so easy for us to understand. Maybe I choose this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even 12. So the times 6, so we have 72. So that means the estimated number of umbrella. Well, I think here I will think this 12. And I have 6 sections of it, so I think that is 22 of it. So this is question 5. Some of you may count even have 15 times 6, so you have 90. You have someone saying in maybe only 12 times 6, even so this is okay. Even 11 times 6 is 66, so that's okay in this answer. So what I want you to know is the method that you choose. So you must know how to do this. Okay, now let's have question 6. If the total weight of 50 bookmarks 書籤 is measured as 154 grams, estimate the weight of a bookmark. 一本有幾多？一個書籤有幾重？ Okay, now let's do something. Sometimes we will measure more and divide by it easily. The weight of a bookmark. I think that this is 154. Divided by 50 is not easy for you to calculate. Why don't we estimate this number to 150 divided by 50? This is called compatible numbers. You know it well. So this is called 3 grams. So this is the range of the bookmark for question 6. We'll choose something that is easy for you to calculate. Okay, now for question 7, let's do it by yourself. But please pay attention, the final page of the dictionary is page 2000. Why only we say the dictionary has 1000 sheets of paper? Because for every sheet you have two pages, right? So the only pages, the sheets of paper you have 1000. So this time, if the thickness of the dictionary is measured by 55 mm, so can you tell me the thickness of each paper? The suggestions for you all is that I think that I will not choose 55 as the answer. So which number you are going to choose? Okay, now we will have the answer for this one. For the thickness of it, the estimated thickness of it of each sheet of paper what do we have is that this I will choose the 55 mm divided by 1000. So this is approximate to 50 divided by 1000. So we have 105. This is about 0.05 mm. So it's possible because every time I cannot count in one page. But if I can measure the whole book of it, so that you can measure something that which is smaller than the measurement in the ruler. Okay, so this is question 7. Okay, now let's look at the question 8. Okay, I will let you do it by yourself first, but I will tell you what is this. 15 tiles, that means there are 15 books, 15 tiles of length, are stacked on the ground as below. Peter estimated the length of one tile by his shoe, which are 22 cm long. 每一個長度係22。He finds that the length of one tile is about 5/4 of the length of the shoe. 佢係大概5/4佢嘅鞋嘅長度。What is Peter's estimation for the length of a towel? And B, estimate the thickness of a towel. A is that what is the length of the shoe? The estimate for this one. This one is 22 and this is the towel is 5/4. Can you tell me the length of the towel with these two numbers? And finally, B, can you find the thickness of it? So I give you 30 seconds to do these questions. Okay, now we will have the answer. For part A, you are going to find the length of the towel. So obviously, you will see this is 22 for a shoe, and then the length of one towel is about 5/4 of the length of the shoe. That means you times 22 cm here. So we can do the cancellation with 2, we have 11. So we have 27.5 cm for the length of a towel. And for part B, we're going to estimate the thickness. That means that this one is called thickness. We can look at this. The thickness of these towels is equal to the length of a towel. So why don't we count this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means for part B, you will have is the thickness of the towel is equal to 27.5 divided by 9. So why don't we estimate it to 27? It's easy for us to calculate. So this is 3 cm for 1. So this is the answer for question 8. Okay, we will go to the last two questions. That is finding the area of some figures. Okay, now for question 9, we are going to find the area of this figure by counting there are how many square that is greater than half a square. I think that you can learn something in your primary school. For this one, we count it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 square that is greater than half of the square. So I think that there are 7 square. So the measuring area is 7 cm square. So this is question 9. So why do I do so fast for question 9? Because I will left question 10 for you to do. Please count how many square are there for you to do the question 10. Okay, let us count the answer of question 10. If you cannot finish, so just pause the video now. Okay, now let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So the answer for this solution, I think that is 23 cm square. So this is the answer for question 10. Just count which one is bigger than the half of a square. So this is the answer for question 10. So in this video, I hope all of you will learn some different method for you to measure the length or even the height or even the thickness of something on in the figure. So please pay attention. In this video, we are going to look some estimation in the figure. And for the next video, we'll also have some harder problem to measure the other figures. So I hope you all can learn something through these two videos. Okay, thanks for watching.